for.
Let's get to Ben Carson, shall we?
Oh, absolutely.
This is important stuff. About 2 months ago, Dr. Ben Carson came on this program and he said he was going to take some time out of the public spotlight. He was going to pray and ask the good Lord what he should do after he retires. And he retires in June. Dr. Ben Carson is with us now. Can you tell us what advice you received from the Almighty, sir?
Well, first of all, it was kind of nice taking a little break from the media. That was good. But, you know, I've had a chance to really think things over. One of the things that I'm going to be doing is writing another book, tentatively called Saving Our Future, because I'm extremely concerned about what's going to happen with the next generation and the generation after that, particularly if we continue to descend as quickly as we are. Yeah. There are some, of course, who are saying we're not going downhill at all, but I think that's an ostrich-type approach.
But a man who writes a book about saving the next generation, looking long-term down the road at the state of America, such a man is surely thinking of going into a political leadership role, isn't he?
That remains to be seen. I must say that as I've traveled around the country these last couple of months, I've been overwhelmed by the response of the crowds. In many cases, they've had to move the venues. There's so many people. Even here at Johns Hopkins, you know, I've gotten almost 1,000 emails from colleagues telling me how much they support what I'm saying, what I'm doing. But what I've discovered is that a lot of people are just afraid. They've been beaten down. And, you know, this is America. And I want to spend a lot of time getting people to realize that this is the land of the free and the home of the brave. And you cannot be free without being brave. So you're going to have to stand up. And that's what I'm going to be working on, trying to get people to realize we don't have to kowtow. We don't have to just submit to all of these things that are going on. We can stand up and we can fight. That's what America is about. We're the can-do people.
You know, people love to hear this. They just love to hear this. You are a very popular, I'm not going to say media performer, but I know for a fact that you're extremely popular on this program. So look, would you stay right there for a second? I'm going to break away for a moment. I'm going to go to Rich Edson in Washington. President Obama, he's on the move today. What's he doing? Well, he is fundraising. So Rich, please give me the president's agenda today.
Two-run fundraisers, Stuart, for the DCCC. That's the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee. It's the official campaign arm designed to get Democrats elected to the House of Representatives. President Obama, Democrats are eyeing a gain of 17 seats in 2014, and that would give the president's party control of the House and do wonders for his agenda, which is basically stuck right now, Stuart.
Okay, so he's off fundraising in Chicago. Dr. Ben Carson is still with us. Doctor, you heard what Rich Edson was saying there. The president's going to Chicago, fundraising. Any reaction to that?
Yeah, the politician-in-chief is doing what he does, but what we have to understand in this nation is that during the last election, tens of millions of eligible voters did not vote. Why did they not vote? Because they feel disenfranchised. They feel nobody represents them. They feel that it's all a bunch of crooked politicians. And this is something that we can and we must change. There are those of us who have not been tainted by all the political scandals and have no intention of ever becoming embroiled in them. We need to become much more involved.
But that is not an ideological position. You're not staking out territory on the left or the right. You're simply saying, I want to bring people in and inform people and be honest about it. That's not ideology.
It's not ideology at all. And I tell people, everybody wants to put me into a political container, but the fact of the matter is what I'm talking about is common sense, and I'm talking about American values and the things that made this into a great nation. And we are like the frog in the saucepan. Somebody's turned the heat up and we're not reacting, and all of a sudden our goose is cooked. We can do this. I am absolutely convinced that we can do this.
Are you completely ruling out, will you give us any hint about your political future?
The hint that I will give you is that it is in the hands of God and in the hands of the people. It is not in the hands of the political system.
I trust you'll come back on this program fairly soon, will you, Doctor?
Absolutely. I love coming to your program because you have common sense.
Whoa. That soundbite.
And Charles does too.
Yeah, and Charles does too. But that soundbite, Doctor, will live forever. And it will be replayed constantly. Thank you very much indeed, Dr. Ben Carson.
Thank
We
you.
do appreciate it, sir. Thank you. All right, let's back to